Thank you. Well, this morning there is a new property tax relief law in Colorado. Governor Jared Polis signed the temporary one-year measure into law last night. It came out of a special session after voters overwhelmingly rejected Polis's Prop HH tax plan. So here's what the new law might do to your property tax bill. Your actual number depends on your local mill levies, but based on state averages, people with a $500,000 home will pay about $209 less next year than they would have. For a $1 million home, it's a $232 reduction to the increase. And again, you're still going to pay more, just not quite as much more. Legislators also passed a plan to give everyone the same TABOR refund, no matter how much they pay in taxes. It's now $800 per tax filer and double if you are filing jointly. Lower income families will get more in refunds than they would have otherwise, and high income earners will get much less.
President Joe Biden will be in Pueblo a week from today. It's the trip he planned to take last month but canceled because of the Israel-Hamas war. According to our partners at Colorado Politics, he'll visit the CS Wind Factory in Pueblo. It's the largest wind turbine tower manufacturing plant in the world. That's in Republican Congresswoman Lauren Boebert's district. President Biden has called her out for opposing funding for clean energy in the district. He's also expected to go to a fundraiser event in the Denver area.
This morning, we know when next year's presidential debates will be leading up to the 2024 election. There will be 3 debates. The first one is scheduled for September 16th at my alma mater, Texas State University. The second debate will be on October 1st at Virginia State University and is the first time a historically black college or university will host a general election debate. The third one will happen October 9th at the University of Utah. All the details about moderators and the formats will be announced next year.
New this morning, a new poll shows Democrats are split about how President Biden is handling the Israel-Hamas war. The Quinnipiac poll shows 56% of Democrats and Democratic-leaning voters approve of how Biden is handling it. But when you break it down by age, only 24% of voters under 35 approve. On the other hand, 77% of voters 65 and older support how Biden is dealing with this war. So in short, younger Democrats are less likely to approve. Older people are more likely to approve.
New overnight, we are getting new information about a possible truce between Israel and Hamas, and negotiators say they're close to a deal. The deal would include a ceasefire, require Hamas to release at least 50 hostages, and require Israel to release some people detained there as well. Families of people who have been taken hostage say it's been well over a month since they have heard anything, and they are hoping that this deal comes through.
Are you allowing yourself to be hopeful?
I have to. This family has no other member but me. I am the father. If I would not be their voice, nobody will.
Until the deal gets done, the fighting continues. Israeli shelling is still hitting the main hospital in Gaza, where patients and others are all sheltering. Palestinian doctors say at least 8 babies have died since their incubators lost power at Al-Shifa Hospital last week. Israel and the U.S. both say that Hamas used the hospital as a command center.
6:06 right now, the Supreme Court has denied an appeal from the former Minneapolis police officer convicted of killing George Floyd. Lawyers for Derek Chauvin say he was denied a fair trial because of all the publicity his trial got and concerns of violence if he was acquitted. Chauvin was convicted of second-degree murder in 2021. He was sentenced to 22.5 years in prison. Chauvin's also filing a separate appeal for his conviction on federal civil rights charges.
New this morning, American Airlines flight attendants are asking for permission to go on strike. The union says that workers have not gotten a raise since 2019, and they're not happy with how contract negotiations are going. They want to strike before the end of the year. American Airlines says that's not happening. Pilots at Southwest could ask to strike as well if they don't come to a contract agreement in the next few days. Federal laws make it pretty hard for airline workers to walk off the job. It's only legal if federal mediators decide that negotiations are not moving forward, and even then, the president or Congress can stop a strike that might hurt the economy. And right now, airports across the country are dealing with a shortage of air traffic controllers.
The FAA says they're down 3,000 positions across the country. Now the FAA has a plan to deal with it. In the short term, it's allowing commercial planes to fly in zones typically reserved for the military. As for hiring more people for the job, the FAA says it's teaming up with colleges that offer specialized air traffic control programs.
This will allow successful graduates to move quickly directly into on-the-job training at facilities.
The FAA says this won't help right away. One of the big reasons behind the shortage, air traffic controllers are required to retire at 56 years old. The FAA hopes this program will help fill roles over time, and until then, you might continue to see delays when you fly.
Right now, airlines are bracing for delays and cancellations because of big storms on the East Coast and in the Midwest. This is expected to be the busiest Thanksgiving travel week in years, so that could leave a lot of people without some flights. The Department of Transportation says it's been working closely with airlines to ease the cost of trip delays on travelers.
Now, almost all of them guarantee hotels and ground transportation, and all of them guarantee covering meals. If your flight gets canceled or significantly delayed for any reason, I want the traveling public to know that you are entitled to a full cash refund if you choose to take that refund rather than a rebooking.
And if you need to check what refunds might be entitled to, there's a website that you should bookmark. It is flightrights.gov. As for how things are looking at DIA right now, we are seeing 24 delays and 0 cancellations. We'll take that on a Tuesday morning.
Absolutely. Today, the Denver Rescue Mission is helping to make sure everyone gets a Thanksgiving meal, even if they can't afford one. They're giving out 3,000 Thanksgiving food boxes to families in need. Each box will have a turkey, mashed potatoes, stuffing, yams, and other Thanksgiving staples. Pickup is at Empower Field. Now, if you're registered, pickup starts at 9 o'clock. Anyone who hasn't registered can get a box between noon and 1 on a first-come, first-served basis.
And a quick reminder about our 9 Cares Colorado Shares food drive. We are working with local food banks to raise money to help feed Coloradans facing food insecurity. Just scan that QR code to get to our donation page. We also have a link on 9news.com/9cares, and you can also donate whenever you are shopping at your local King Soopers.